Every homeowner eventually learns that the pipes running through their walls, floors, and ceilings are not just simple tubes carrying water from one place to another. They are a hidden network that quietly holds up the entire value and safety of a house. And when something goes wrong inside that network, the damage can spread far beyond a single leaky faucet. Hidden plumbing problems are some of the most expensive home issues to fix, precisely because they stay invisible for so long. By the time you notice a stain on the ceiling or a soft spot in the floor, the real damage has often been building for months or even years. Today, we are going to walk through the plumbing problems that hide in plain sight, why they cost homeowners thousands of dollars when ignored, and what you can do right now to catch them early and protect your home. Let's start with one of the most common and most costly hidden plumbing problems: slow, undetected leaks inside your walls. A pipe joint that is slightly loose, a small crack from age or pressure, or a connection that was never properly sealed can drip for months without anyone noticing. Water doesn't need a dramatic burst to cause serious harm. A slow drip behind drywall creates the perfect environment for mold growth, wood rot, and structural weakening long before you ever see a visible sign. By the time a stain appears on your ceiling or wall, professionals estimate that the moisture has usually been present for weeks, sometimes months. This is why plumbing problems that seem minor at first glance can turn into five-figure repair bills once mold remediation, drywall replacement, and structural repairs are added together. The lesson here is simple. If you ever smell a musty odor in a room, notice peeling paint, or see a slight discoloration on a wall or ceiling, don't wait. These are early warning signs. Your plumbing system is trying to tell you something. Another hidden plumbing problem that catches homeowners off guard is corroded or aging pipes, especially in older homes. Many houses built several decades ago still have galvanized steel pipes, and over time these pipes rust from the inside out. The scary part is that this corrosion isn't visible unless you cut into the wall or have a plumber run a camera inspection. Corroded pipes reduce water pressure, discolor your water, and eventually lead to pinhole leaks that can occur anywhere along the pipe's length at any time. Homeowners often don't think about pipe material until they're dealing with a burst pipe in a flooded basement. If your home is older and you've never had your plumbing inspected, this is one of those hidden plumbing problems that deserves your attention before it becomes an emergency. Speaking of frozen and burst pipes, let's talk about how to prevent frozen pipes, especially important for anyone living through harsh winters. When temperatures drop below freezing, water inside exposed or poorly insulated pipes can freeze and expand, and that expansion is powerful enough to crack even durable piping materials. The moment that ice thaws, water sprays out under pressure, often flooding basements, crawl spaces, and finished areas before anyone even realizes what happened. Pipes located along exterior walls in unheated garages and crawl spaces or in attics are the most vulnerable. To prevent frozen pipes, make sure any exposed piping is properly insulated with foam pipe sleeves. Keep your thermostat at a consistent temperature even when you're away from home. And open cabinet doors under sinks that back onto exterior walls so warm air can circulate around the pipes. On the coldest nights, letting a faucet drip slightly relieves pressure buildup and can prevent a pipe from bursting. These small, low-cost habits can save you from what is consistently one of the most expensive plumbing disasters a homeowner can face. Now let's move to something that hides quite literally under your feet: slab leaks. If your home is built on a concrete foundation, the pipes running through or beneath that slab are essentially invisible until there's a serious problem. A slab leak often shows up as an unexplained spike in your water bill, a warm spot on your flooring, the sound of running water when everything is turned off, or cracks appearing in your foundation or flooring. Because these pipes are encased in concrete, repairing a slab leak usually means either tunneling underneath the foundation or breaking through the slab itself, both of which are labor-intensive and costly. Catching a slab leak early before it undermines your foundation or leads to mold growth beneath your flooring can be the difference between a moderate repair bill and a project that costs tens of thousands of dollars. Let's also address something many homeowners overlook entirely: the plumbing problems tied to your water heater. A water heater that's nearing the end of its lifespan often develops small leaks around the tank, valves or fittings well before it fails completely. Sediment buildup inside the tank not only reduces efficiency, forcing the unit to work harder and raising your energy bills, but it also accelerates corrosion of the tank itself. When a water heater tank finally does fail, it can release dozens of gallons of water in a very short time, often in a basement, garage, or utility closet where the damage spreads to nearby walls and flooring before anyone notices. Flushing your water heater annually to remove sediment, checking the anode rod for corrosion, and watching for rust-colored water are all simple maintenance steps that prevent a sudden and expensive failure. Basement moisture problems are another area where plumbing issues hide in plain sight. Many homeowners assume that a damp basement is simply a result of outdoor humidity or poor grading around the foundation, and sometimes that's true. But basement moisture is also frequently caused by leaking supply lines, a failing sump pump, or cracked drain pipes running beneath the basement floor. Persistent dampness leads to mold growth, damages stored belongings, and weakens the structural integrity of framing and drywall over time. If you notice a musty smell, efflorescence, or white chalky residue on basement walls, or standing water after rain, it's worth having both your foundation drainage and your plumbing system inspected together, since the two issues are often connected. Let's talk about something almost every homeowner has dealt with: slow drains. It's tempting to treat a slow drain as a minor annoyance, something to shrug off or mask with a store-bought drain cleaner. But a drain that empties slowly is often a sign of a much larger blockage forming inside your pipes, sometimes caused by grease buildup, mineral deposits, or even tree roots infiltrating your sewer line from outside. Left untreated, what starts as a slow kitchen or bathroom drain can progress into a complete blockage. And in the case of sewer line problems, you could be looking at sewage backing up into your home, which is both a health hazard and one of the most expensive plumbing emergencies to remediate. If multiple drains throughout your house are slow at the same time, that's a strong indicator. The problem lies deeper in your main sewer line rather than in an individual fixture, and it's worth calling a professional for a camera inspection rather than repeatedly dumping chemicals down the drain. Another sneaky plumbing issue involves your toilets. A toilet that runs continuously, even quietly, can waste hundreds of gallons of water a day, which adds up significantly on your water bill over the course of a year. But beyond wasted water, a toilet with a worn wax ring at its base can leak water down into the subfloor every time it's used, slowly rotting the wood beneath it without any visible sign until the floor becomes soft or the ceiling below develops a stain. If your toilet ever rocks slightly when you sit down, or if you notice water pooling around its base, don't dismiss it as a minor annoyance. That small amount of moisture repeated over months is exactly the kind of hidden plumbing problem that leads to costly subfloor replacement. Outdoor plumbing deserves attention too, particularly hose bibs and irrigation lines. Many homeowners forget that an exterior faucet connects directly to the plumbing inside their walls, and if it's not properly protected before winter, freezing temperatures can travel back into the house and crack the pipe behind the wall. This is a perfect example of how forgetting one small outdoor maintenance task, disconnecting your garden hose, and installing a faucet cover before the first freeze can result in a hidden indoor pipe burst that isn't discovered until spring when you turn the water back on. So how do you catch these hidden plumbing problems before they turn into $1,000 repairs? Start by making it a habit to check your water meter when no water is being used in the house. If the meter is still moving, that's a strong sign of a hidden leak somewhere in your system. Keep an eye on your monthly water bill and take note of unexplained increases, since a rising bill without any change in your usage habits is one of the clearest indicators that water is escaping somewhere unseen. Walk your basement and crawl space periodically, looking and smelling for signs of dampness, and pay attention to any unexplained soft spots in flooring or discoloration on ceilings and walls. Consider having a licensed plumber perform a camera inspection of your main sewer line every few years, especially if you live in an older home or one surrounded by mature trees, since root intrusion is one of the most common causes of hidden sewer line damage. And don't underestimate the value of an annual plumbing checkup where a professional can spot early corrosion, weak fittings, or pressure issues long before they turn into emergencies. At the end of the day, the theme running through every one of these hidden plumbing problems is the same. Small warning signs exist long before major damage occurs, but only if you know what to look for and talk them seriously. A slightly discolored ceiling, a slow drain, a toilet that rocks, a water bill that keeps climbing. These are not random annoyances. They are your home's way of telling you that something in its hidden plumbing network needs attention. Homeowners who stay proactive, who inspect, maintain, and address small issues immediately, consistently avoid the massive repair bills that come from neglect. Your plumbing system may be hidden behind walls and beneath floors, but the cost of ignoring it is anything but invisible. Taking the time now to understand these warning signs and perform simple preventative maintenance is one of the smartest investments you can make in protecting both your home's value and your wallet for years to come.